Welcome to the final show before we get to the Crockett Cup event. And we have got the semi-finals of the tag side of the Crockett Cup with the recently qualifying War Raiders. And tonight they're going to be taking on the NWA National Tag Team Champions. It's been a pretty fantastic tournament, this tag side of the Crockett Cup. And quite recently we crowned NWA National Tag Team Champions. Now it's got to be said, if the War Raiders can pick up a win here tonight against Catch 22, I think it's pretty much guaranteed that they're going to get a title opportunity for those National Tag Team Championships. Here we go, Eric and Ivar versus Francesco Akira and TJP. This is going to be the first of two tag team matches that we've got on tonight's Stampede show. With, of course, Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher, the Swords of the Empire. They're going to be taking on the Creed Brothers. As we've got two teams within the Empire that have made it to the semi-finals. If you remember last year's Crockett Cup finale, we actually had some other United Empire members. I believe it were Francesco Akira and Jordan Devlin. Akira again, going for the springboard. Look at this. Snapmare takes down Akira, trying to slow him down. Good grief. That big clubbing blow from Ivar, and that's sure to slow him down. TJP gotta make the tag here, because Francesco Akira is getting the absolute piss kicked out of him right now. Irish whip reversal though launches Ivar into the corner. Valhalla getting onto the apron there. Gotta be careful she doesn't get ejected by the referee. Good grief, and a Goldbuster GTS from Ivar. Big leaping cross bodies. They section off Akira, making sure that he can't make the tag. Look at this arm wringer, but a big forearm strike there from the National Tag Champion. And Valhalla's removed the turnbuckle pad from the corner there, where Eric is stood. Got to be careful that she doesn't get Eric disqualified, and TJP just launched himself at Ivar. Oh, and Ivar goes straight into the turnbuckle pad. And there's a cheap shot from Eric. Good grief, straight into that spine buster. This has been pure domination from the War Raiders here tonight. This has been insane. And Eric just wiped out TJP off the side of the apron as Francesco Akira and Ivar are going back and forth. Double shotgun knee strike there. And straight back into the ring, dodging out of the way of Akira's attack. Big lariat attempt. Look at this springboard. Crossbody hits Eric. Eric goes down like a ton of bricks and TJP's back on the apron, but look at this. Big forearm strike. Look at this. Death row. Death row. And look at Eric trying to knock TJP off the apron, but he was struggling there. Francesco Akira's out. And they've just beaten the NWA National Tag Team Champions. Big win there for War Raiders, and my God, they are making one hell of an impression since re-debuting here in the NWA. They're going to be going to the Crockett Cup PLE, but will they face the United Empire or the Creeds? Next up, and we've got an exhibition match with two men that will be competing in the Crockett Cup tournament at the upcoming event. Of course, with a recently debuted CM Punk. This is the first time, to my recollection, that we are seeing CM Punk have an actual contracted run in Universe mode. And he's going to be taking on Andrade Cien Almas. Andrade being featured sparingly while he works some matches with AAA. But he's making a solid appearance at the upcoming Crockett Cup event. And he's put on some fantastic showings, though they have been limited. Here we go, CM Punk, Andrade Almas, and Andrade right off the bat with a big boot to CM Punk, followed by that dropping knee. And Punk is already getting shit rocked. He's just walked out of the way of that springboard. Double axe handle to the back of the shoulder there. Big Mongolian chop. And now look at this, trying to unload on Andrade, but Andrade's fighting him off. It is the best man wins, let's just put it that way. I don't know what order the Crockett Cup participants are going to be entering in, but we could see these two battle it out again at the PLE, depending on when they actually appear. And it is just going to be whoever has got the grit to tough it out, because whoever enters in the first half of that match is going to go through hell if they want to win. They've got 30 men to battle through. A cap at 8 men being in the ring at a given time. Each new member will enter after 3 minutes. There's going to be a 3-minute time period. Big knee strike there with a lariat combination. As far as I'm aware, it's going to be a 3-minute time period. Anyway, it might get switched to 2.5. We'll have to wait and see. Andrade with a springboard dropkick wipes out CM Punk. But yeah, whoever enters number 1 and number 2, they're going to have to be in that match for over an hour, survive multiple pinfall attempts, and you're going to be in there with top tier talent. Superstars that have been featured throughout all seasons of Universe Mode. Another knee strike lariat combination there from CM Punk. Punk trying to wear down Andrade, trying to knock him out early on in this match, and look at that lariat, just turned Andrade inside out. And now he's straight on Andrade, stomping away. Irish whip into the corner. Oh, and he went to stomp on the thigh of Andrade, but Andrade hit him with that elbow strike, and it's completely rocked Punk straight onto the top rope though, that guillotine choke. Spinning back elbow strike, misses. CM Punk dodged out of the way. Catches Andrade in that back suplex backbreaker. Look at this. CM Punk with the Anaconda Vice. Cinching it in. It's got Andrade on the mat. Almas is struggling, but look at the knees to the spine. You can't quite see where they're connecting, but the upper spine and neck of CM Punk just got barraged by knee strikes thanks to Almas. Irish whip from Punk into the corner. And now look at this with Andrade on the top turnbuckle. Punk with the Hurricane Rana off the top. Andrade sent flying across the ring there. Oh, and he went to grab Andrade into something, but Andrade with a reversal just threw him away. Neckbreaker. Butterfly suplex, absolutely beautiful. Dumps down Punk right on his spine. Andrade trying to put Punk away here. Sets him up in the corner. Look at this. Look at this. Setting up Punk on the top turnbuckle. Elevated. Hammerlock DDT. Flattens Punk. Punk just went down. 1, 2. Bang on the 2. Bang on the 2 there. But Punk has been busted open. And look at Andrade taking advantage of Punk being blinded by his own blood. 2. Oh my god. CM Punk suffered a lot of injuries as of late after his AEW run. He's returned to WWE. He's got to be careful that he doesn't push himself over the limit here when fighting Andrade. if he gets injured before even getting to the Crockett Cup. Gonna be a big, big shame for Punk. Irish whip into the corner. Big running high knee into the lariat. And Punk getting all fired up. Takes down Andrade. And now lifting him up. GTS flattens Andrade's nose. 1, 2. And that is enough to put Andrade away. But Andrade put up a hell of a fight. Busting open Punk there. 2 hammerlock DDT. They almost had him. One more and it would have been lights out for Punk. But he hit that go to sleep. 1, 2, 3. CM Punk with a second win here in the NWA. And it means a lot moving towards the Crockett Cup. On tonight's Stampede, we've got the final exhibition women's division match. Before we get to the women's Crockett Cup now, Awesome Kong took on Blair Davenport last week in a women's championship match and dumped Davenport on her head. As a result, Davenport has been issued unclear to compete due to medical injury. Tonight, Candice LeRae going to be taking on Awesome Kong one-on-one. But of course the question is, what does this mean for Blair Davenport's spot in the Crockett Cup? She was supposed to enter at number 30 after beating Awesome Kong back at Clash of Champions. Kong though got a knack for disposing of her opponents. Nigel McGuinness has asked Blair Davenport to hand-pick a replacement. Blair Davenport tweeted earlier today on Twitter, or X if you like, that she's already got a person in mind. She knows exactly the type of woman that can enter at number 30 in the Crockett Cup. She's handing over her spot. Look at the size difference here between Awesome Kong and LeRae. Holy shit! I was not expecting that kind of size difference between these two women, and Kong just flattened LeRae. LeRae though with the kick out. We saw LeRae win that multi-woman match a few weeks back. Put in, I can't remember who she pinned in the finale, but it was an avalanche neck breaker off the top, and it was a fantastic one at that. I believe for a table. It was absolutely brilliant. Look at this, look at this. The size of Awesome Kong bending Candice LeRae in half, trying to scorpion tail the back of her, but she manages to wriggle free. Looks like Kong lost her foot in there and slipped out of the Boston Crab. LeRae took advantage of it. Oh, Enziguri takes down Kong. She tried 2 Enziguris at the start of this match and Kong barely moved. And now look at this, unloading on Awesome Kong. So yeah, Blair Davenport out, somebody new in. This is going to be very, very interesting for the Crockett Cup tournament. And of course, the Crockett Cup for the women's side will be taking place at the start of the show. Then we're going to be having the tag team finals, and then we're going to be having the men's side of the tournament. Kong tried to lift up LeRae, and look at LeRae with a pinpoint strikes. Oh my days! Ran up and hit the drop kick there. LeRae getting all fired up. Second drop kick. And she takes down Kong. Look at this. Looking for a sharpshooter. No, she turns her over. Oh my days. Good God, that curb stomp. The double leg trap curb stomp. And saying good night to Awesome Kong. Kong goes straight down. And LeRae's got the Gargano escape. Locked in on Awesome Kong. Gonna try and make the world champion tap out. And Kong is immediately out of that one. Candice LeRae trying to keep the offense in on Awesome Kong, and Kong lashing out there. Look at this springboard. Oh my days. Could have been looking for some sort of wheelbarrow bulldog, perhaps. And now look at this. Lorray and Kong trading blows, middle of the ring. Both women looking for the advantage. Good grief, that big right hook there from Awesome Kong. Open palm slaps from Lorray. It is just going to be whoever can outlast the other. And right now, they're both equal. Good God almighty. And this is now speeding up a little bit. Oh, and Kong takes advantage. Kong takes advantage. Look at this. Unloading right in the middle of the ring. Oh my God, and Candice LeRae came out on top. Drops down Awesome Kong. Straight into the Gargano escape. And Kong wriggling free immediately. Look at these blows to the back of their head. There's a punch to the face. Oh, and she wipes out Candice LeRae. LeRae goes down like a ton of bricks. Big headbutt. I don't know how LeRae managed to get the upper hand in that scenario, but it paid off for a quick second. Implant Buster from Kong. 1, 2. Oh my days, and Candice LeRae stays in this. LeRae recuperating on the outside of the ring, a count of 6. And here comes Kong. Kong now leaving the ring, but LeRae immediately taking Awesome Kong down. Looking for that curb stomp. And she hits it on Kong on the outside. Good grief. LeRae looking to put down Awesome Kong here tonight. Kong straight to her feet the moment she gets back in the ring though. LeRae again taking her time on the outside. How is she going to approach this? She's got to get into the ring and immediately get the offense in on Kong, and she's managed to. Irish whip. Kong off the ropes. Leapfrog. Went for the drop kick, and Kong just deflects her. Like swatting away a fly. Big clubbing blow there. What in the world? Kong using all of her strength, but LeRae reverses it and sends Kong into the turnbuckle. Candice LeRae looking to be a possible frontrunner for the Crockett Cup. She has been so goddamn impressive since returning to Universe Mode. LeRae with Kong in the corner could be looking for that neck breaker, and she's setting Awesome Kong up. Top turnbuckle. Avalanche neck breaker off the top. Going for the pinfall on the world champion to put away Kong, and Kong with the kick out. LeRae dunks down Karma right on her dome. And Kong is fighting back the best she can, but she's struggling. Big headbutt. And now looking to flatten Candice LeRae. I can't believe that we just saw LeRae hit that avalanche neckbreaker on Awesome Kong, and Kong kicking out. What a thunderous impact on the mat. You've got to wonder if there was more size behind LeRae, if there was more strength and power behind LeRae, could that have put away Awesome Kong? Good grief, and LeRae just got dumped down. Where is Kong going? Kong on the middle rope there, but she's changed her mind. Good God. Overhead slap. Looks like she's just trying to obliterate Candice LeRae. Two-handed choke bomb flattens her. And now look at Kong. Kong is dragging LeRae into position. What in the world is she going for? To the middle turnbuckle. Big splash, but LeRae moved. LeRae moved out of the way. And LeRae now calling Kong to her feet. Kong's retreated to the outside of the ring. But LeRae not going to let her stay there. Oh my days, and Kong moved out of the way. Kong was playing possum. Oh my good grief. LeRae's just launched Kong shoulder first into the steel barricade. Big clothesline there from LeRae, takes down Kong, and we're at a count of 6 on the outside of the ring right now. Step up senton flattens Kong. Count of 7. LeRae's got to get Kong back in the ring. Submission on the outside is no good. submission on the outside is no good. And Kong is tapping. But on the outside of the ring, it doesn't matter. Candice LeRae looking to win by count out against Awesome Kong. And she's done it. And tonight's main event, the final match, before we get to the Crockett Cup, we're going to be finding out which team will take on the War Raiders. And that's right, we've got the international champion Julius Creed and his brother Brutus, the Creed brothers. The Diamond Mine of Talent are going to be taking on the Empire. After the performances that the Creeds have put on, this feels like it could be one of the biggest main events that Stampede has seen since the start of the season. And Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher are going to be meeting the Creeds in the ring here tonight. Post Crockett Cup, Mark Davis will be returning, as he is now cleared from injury. Cleared from injury. All visa issues in check. Will Ospreay can return as regular world champion, since he'll have a #1 contender. And so will the World Tag Team Champions after the finals of the Crockett Cup. It's been confirmed that if the Swords of the Empire can come out of the Crockett Cup with the win in the tag division, then they'll still have to defend their tag team championships against #1 contenders. But we're going to have a #1 contenders match on the following NWA Power, and Brutus right off the bat taking the fight to the world champion, Will Ospreay. Ospreay and Creed coming into this with some damage. Creed's head after those Brutus balls, and Ospreay's torso after just the relentless injuries over the past couple of weeks that he's been subject to in these tag matches. Tag team action has been intense, brutal, and tonight we get closer to the end. Big powerbomb there from Will Ospreay, dumps down Brutus Creed. It's going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting. If the Creeds can pick up this win here tonight, they will have pinned the World Tag Team Champions. And not only that, but if Will Ospreay gets pinned, my God, that's the World Champion getting pinned. Tag made to Kyle Fletcher and tag made to Julius Creed here tonight. Look at this big drop kick. Wipes out Julius Creed, international champion, goes down, rolls out of the way. Big shoulder tackle, wipes out Kyle Fletcher. Brutus hit one on Ospreay, and Julius just hit one on Fletcher. Oh, and Fletcher just launched Creed. I think Creed went for some sort of spear or a takedown tackle, and Fletcher moved out of the way. And look at Creed absolutely unloading here on Kyle Fletcher, staying on top of Fletcher. Every single opening that Fletcher seems to get, Creed turns the tables back in his favour. He knows that they're competing with injured teammates here tonight. Not good news for whoever takes on the War Raiders. We saw just how quickly they dismantled Catch 2-2, the national tag team champions. Julius Creed now with Fletcher, went for that German suplex. We've seen him hit Suplex City a handful of times. Look at this tope over the top as Fletcher slips out of the ring to try and avoid Creed. And look at this. We saw these two tackle each other in the Elimination Chamber back at the start of the season. Julius Creed came out as a bit of an underdog, competed in that World Championship Chamber match, and Creed is now taking on both members of the Swords of the Empire. Counter 9, and Fletcher gets back in the ring and straight into the shoulder tackle. Holy shit. That was brutal. Owen and catches Fletcher in the rebound, but Fletcher straight out of it. He knows to avoid those German suplexes. As soon as he gets hit by one of them, he knows those hands of Julius Creed are going to be cinched And he will not break free of that suplex city. Look at Creed. Good grief, the forearm strikes. And Fletcher trying to fight free. Tag made to Brutus now. And look at this electric chair. Brutus on the top. Brutus ball electric chair. Holy shit. And Fletcher just got wiped out. Ospreay tried to come to the aid of Fletcher, but Fletcher kicked out anyway. Good grief. Creed just flattened Will Ospreay. That float over exploder. And Fletcher's going to try and get back into this now, going after Brutus. Ospreay's down on the outside. He's going to try and get back up. Oh my days, and Brutus has just been busted open. The blood all over the ringside mat there. From Fletcher. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Brutus rolls through. Look at the forehead of Brutus Creed into the neckbreaker there from Fletcher. Fletcher making an opening for himself. He just got hit with that electric chair. And the Swords of the Empire were discussing tactics for a moment there. Ospreay just said something to Fletcher. Oh, went for the crossbody. Crossbody from Fletcher, but Brutus moves out of the way. Oh, big forearm strike straight to that open wound. There's a super kick to it as well. Ospreay now looking to pick up the pieces. He's not spent much time actually being the legal man in this bout. Brutus Creed. Oh my days, and the quick jab. Oh, and Brutus with a reversal to that victory roll. Brutus just flattened the world champion with a knee strike. And a roll up into the corner. And a quick kick out there from the world champion. And Brutus is straight back on Ospreay. This is insane. Absolutely insane. Creed launching Ospreay into the corner. He's going to have to try and make the tag. And he does. Makes the tag there to Julius Creed. Look at this. Assisted fireman's carry from Julius. And Julius is going to have to do some of the heavy lifting here. Because Brutus is not in good condition. He's already back from injury. There's a Spanish fly from Ospreay. Plants the international champion. And there's a kick out there from Creed. Look at Creed with the gut wrench on Fletcher. Dumps Fletcher down. Fletcher just got totaled by Julius Creed, and now looking for that German suplex. Fletcher not going to let him hit it. He's got the German scouted. Creed really needs to get a foothold in this match against Fletcher, and the only way to do it seems to be to hit those Germans, but Fletcher just is not going to let him. Stalling suplex. Definitely has slowed down Julius Creed. Fireman's carry into that spine buster. And Creed rolls to the outside for a breather. Feeling a little bit like a handicap match right now as... Oh, Fletcher going over to Brutus Creed. And look at Brutus unloading on Fletcher. The Creeds taking an opportunity there to double team Kyle Fletcher after Fletcher just lured Brutus into the ring. Big clothesline from Julius. And he goes after Will Ospreay. There's the drop kick. What is Creed looking for here? Kick to the midsection. Setting up Kyle Fletcher. Middle of the ring. For a powerbomb. Good grief. 1, 2. Oh my days, and Fletcher with a kick out. And here comes Ospreay. Big boot takes down Julius Creed. Ospreay getting all fired up. They've already done what they can to dismantle Brutus Creed. Will the Empire yet again make it to the finale of the Crockett Cup? Now targeting the arm, making sure that Creed has no support to get back to his feet. Standing shooting star press from Ospreay, and a quick kick out there from Julius Creed. Slips the shoulders off the mat. Then Ospreay straight back on him, but Creed moved out of the way. Creed, big forearm strike. Roll up. Ospreay's right up against the ropes but can't grab him. Quick kick out. Big shoulder barge turns Ospreay inside out. And Julius Creed, with a big forearm, a big punch rather, went for the German, but Ospreay, reversal. Where is Ospreay taking Creed? Into the corner, could be looking for the Coriolis. Big European uppercut though, flattens Creed. And Creed is now trapped by that bottom turnbuckle of the Empire. And look at that cheap shot from Ospreay, just wipes out Brutus. Off of the apron there. The Creeds are now struggling. They're on the ropes. Creed, Julius Creed back to his feet. Oh, look at this, look at this. Launching Ospreay. Launching Ospreay, now going after Fletcher. Creed just rolled Fletcher back into the ring. Calling Fletcher to his feet. What does Julius Creed have in mind for Fletcher? Going after the ankle. Looking for the ankle lock. And he drops down, pulling Fletcher away from the ropes the best he can. But Ospreay's back to his feet and a stomp to the face. And look at this. Ospreay risking disqualification here as he goes after Julius Creed. Creed not happy about it either. Gonna take the fight to the world champion. Good grief. There's a drop kick, takes down Ospreay. Oh my days. Deadlift German. Just dumped Kyle Fletcher on his head. Oh my days. And here comes Brutus. Brutus looking to put away Kyle Fletcher. Fletcher though, hit him with the right hook. Oh! Oh my days, the Enziguri just clipped the side of the head of Brutus right where that wound is. Brutus lifting up Fletcher. Dropping him down from the torture rack. This has been insane. And calling out to Ospreay. There's a shoulder tackle. And now going after Kyle Fletcher, launching him into the corner. Holy shit. And look at this, Brutus going up to the top turnbuckle now. Fletcher to his feet. Brutus looking for the Brutus ball and he hits it. Fletcher goes down. Referee, 1, 2, and they've done it. The Creeds go to the finals of the Crockett Cup. Holy shit, it was this time last year. The Creeds managed to advance to a title match against FTR. They were unsuccessful, and the first winners of the tag bracket, the Pretty Deadly, cashed in on FTR to steal those championships, but this could be the Creed's time.